Man, that M1 Finance review done by the app Lifestyle, it really cleared up a lot of things. I think I'm actually going to go ahead and use it. Hello?
Guess who?
Oh great, it's that bot. You here to give me a lecture on how this brokerage firm online is hurting all the established ones like you did with the Robinhood app? Jeez, why can't you just get a life? Oh, I forgot, you're probably a machine.
Oh, that hurts. And here I was about to tell you, I'm actually agreeing with you. You should definitely look up M1 Finance.
Are you freaking serious? I never thought I'd hear today where the bot for these brokerage firms actually would agree with me with the online one. Next thing we'll see is a flying pig. Why do you agree?
I agree because M1 Finance makes investing robotic, just like me.
What? It makes investing robotic. I guess I must have missed something. Let me just rewind and go back and watch that app Lifestyle review. What's up everyone, this is Elijah here. Let me welcome you to another review done by the app Lifestyle, the place where the world is literally in the palm of your hands. And in this review, we're going to be covering the M1 Finance app. For those of y'all that don't know, M1 Finance is an online brokerage account that has an app and also allows you to invest and makes investing more or less very autonomous, which is why that robot was actually agreeing with me for once. If you are interested in using M1 Finance, you can sign up using the link below in the description or by clicking that card in the top right hand screen. It does support this channel as I am affiliated with them, but it is greatly appreciated and it will go towards helping me make more content for you guys in the future. So you may be wondering, how in the world does this app have the potential to make investing autonomous? And that's what we're going to cover in this review. What makes M1 Finance so special in my opinion is it allows you to build your own portfolio, which they call pies, and pick certain stocks to go inside the pies. That in itself is nothing necessarily special, but once you put the stocks in, you can actually set up percentages of how much you want to go to certain stocks. So for example, if I had a pie of, let's say, Facebook, Amazon, and Google, and I wanted 50% of it to go to Facebook and 25% to go to the other two each, I can actually set that up on M1 Finance. Once I do that, any money I put inside my account will go towards these pies, and M1 Finance will automatically invest the funds in those percentages. So if I invested $100, it would be split up in that pie. So Facebook would get $50 and the other two would get $25 each. If at any point you want to change the percentages that the money's been allocated to, you're free to do so, which means that when certain stocks are overvalued or undervalued, you can take advantage of changing these percentages. Then when you put more money in the account, M1 Finance automatically delegates the funds to the percentages that you want, which makes it great for the investing strategy of dollar cost averaging. So in summary, this is how M1 Finance can make investing very autonomous. Yes, there is still a little hands-on that goes on, but the overall feel of it is very autonomous. So let's go into the pros and the cons, starting with the pros. One of the biggest pros is M1 Finance is actually a free platform, which is pretty crazy given the fact that it offers what I mentioned before. It also offers multiple accounts. So you can open an individual taxable account, a joint account, a retirement account like a Roth IRA or a SEP IRA, and you also have the opportunity to buy fractional shares. So let's say if you wanted to buy shares of Amazon or Google, or just these shares which, one share is literally in the thousands, you can actually buy fractional shares. So you can go ahead and start building wealth in that company just by buying these fractional shares, which is a huge plus if you're looking at some of those very bigger companies. So if you want to be more of a hands-off investor or you're just getting started, they do have pre-set up portfolios filled with mostly blue chip stocks that you can go ahead and get started investing in. And the portfolio changes based on those stocks, so it's very autonomous, which is very good for beginners. As covered before, you can also set up your own portfolios, which is probably the biggest pro in my opinion. Certain ETFs are offered on M1 Finance. Now keep in mind that the ETF still does have certain fees associated with it, but that doesn't go to M1 Finance. That goes to just the management fee of being in the ETF, so keep that in mind. But a lot of them are available on M1 Finance, and you can also set up automatic deposits from your bank account, which further supports it being very autonomous and hands-off. So you can set up certain amounts of money to go in your account, and that money will automatically be split up within the portfolios that you've chosen or that you built. Another huge pro is when you want to withdraw funds, M1 Finance will actually sell stocks based on saving you the most money in taxes. First, it will sell the stocks that will offset future gains. Secondarily, it will sell lots that result in long-term capital gains, meaning stocks that you've owned longer than a year. And lastly, it will sell stocks that will result in short-term gains, which is taxed at the highest rate. This further contributes to that autonomous feel that I've been mentioning this whole video, because when you want to make withdrawals from your portfolio, if you wanted to save the most in taxes, this would be something that you would have to do yourself, but here it's actually done for you. Now, it's had its share of pros, but nothing is perfect in this investing app world, so we got to go over the cons. One big con is you can't hold money inside the account, so the moment money hits the account, it's automatically sent within your pies, so that can be seen as a con. It's also not very day trader friendly based on what I just mentioned. I mean, you want to have the money available immediately so you can go ahead and buy or sell stocks. And that's just, this platform really isn't in supportive of that based on what I just said. There are also no penny stocks, mutual funds, or cryptocurrency on M1 Finance as a recording of this video. So if you're interested in any of those investment vehicles, this app isn't going to be for you. Chances are, if you're interested in M1 Finance anyway though, you probably aren't going to be interested in penny stocks, since that's more of a day trading thing, and mutual funds because it has so many tools that you can really become a hands-on investor and automate the process. You're probably not interested in having someone do all this for you and pay a fee. So chances are you're not going to be interested in those two things if you're looking at M1 Finance in the first place. And while the lack of cryptocurrency is currently a con, we'll see what the future holds. But cryptocurrency, like I said, is not available on here. So you wouldn't want to look into getting on M1 Finance strictly for the cryptocurrency. So with that list of pros and cons in mind, what is M1 Finance good for? Who is it specifically really for? It's really for intermediate and advanced investors who understand certain investment strategies, who can utilize that percentage-based system, and who can build their own pies or portfolios to utilize that strategy. It's not really the best platform for beginners unless you want to invest in one of those pre-built portfolios, which in that case, more power to you. But it does put a lot of power in your hands. So if you don't have some investing experience, both on picking stocks as well as investor strategies, it can seem just a little overwhelming. And even if it's not overwhelming, if you're just getting started, it's kind of like giving someone access to tools that they could probably hurt themselves with until they know how to use those tools properly. My recommendation, if you are getting started, is to visit a financial advisor and just speak with them on your investing goals, and they'll have certain advice they could probably give you on what stocks could probably deliver on those promises. Then you could go ahead and pick those stocks, build your own portfolio with M1 Finance, and go ahead and move forward. You could also keep in contact with this financial advisor maybe once or twice a year just to make sure everything is going according to plan. That's the best advice I give for beginners. For intermediate and advanced, this is a great platform just based off the fact that you can really set this up to be very hands-off, very autonomous. Once you've established the right system, strategy, and stocks, then it can just be almost completely hands-off. It's really just more of a management thing at that point. So that has been the App Lifestyles review of M1 Finance. If you're interested in M1 Finance, you can sign up using the link in the description or in the card at the top of the screen. Keep in mind that I am affiliated with M1 Finance, so I will receive a commission if you sign up here, but it does go towards supporting the channel, and it is greatly appreciated. If you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe. We talk about apps that make you money, both passively and actively, as well as how to maintain a lifestyle based on making money off of these apps. Like the video if you found value in it, and be sure to share it if you have a friend that might be interested in this information as well. This is Elijah with the App Lifestyle, signing off. Peace.